Hello there you guys, welcome to another one of my live videos, and today I'm just going to be officially updating you on some more current and latest news work there, guys. Yeah, I'm just going to be updating you on some more latest news today, guys. This is currently, as I mentioned on my previous videos, is about Thomas Muller now from Bayern Munich. He's in his mid-20s and now apparently quite a lot of teams are interested in signing Thomas Muller for Bayern Munich in January. They're interested in pursuing the player in the January transfer window. This is including Chelsea have been interested, Juventus have been interested, Liverpool have made inquiries, Arsenal have showed a slight interest now. They've come into the race, and it's saying now in a couple of reports that Manchester United have stepped up their interest more in the current 27-year-old Thomas Muller. You know, he's a player that actually Manchester United have been linked with before in the past. We was linked with him under the Louis van Gaal era because he's an ex-Bayern Munich manager as well. We'd put a record fee of £85 million for Thomas Muller, but this had currently actually had been turned down by Bayern Munich. But he's a very, very good player. You know, he's in his mid-20s. You know, he's won 17 trophies as Thomas Muller. You know, in his career, but apparently since Carlo Ancelotti has took over Bayern Munich, according to reports, he's currently not satisfied. You know, Muller's currently not satisfied because he's currently not getting that he's not getting regular football, first team football under his belt, and this is basically what's just been reported. He's not getting a regular first team spot. He's Thomas Muller, so he may be considering the move. The current 27-year-old, for me, he'd be fantastic in Manchester United. You know, he's highly experienced. You know, he's got a good pedigree. He's at such a big club, and it'd be interesting to see how he would perform. You know, in the Premier League, Thomas Muller, because you know he's an attacking mid. You know, he can play as a winger. I think he plays false number 9. You know, winger, attacking mid, centre forward, second strike. So his versatility is very, very good. You know, he's good at setting up goals. He's creative. Everywhere he plays, he's got good genuine pace. He's good at linking up the player. As I said, combative, versatility is fantastic, skillful player, and one of the most creative players in world football. He's probably at least in the top 5 is Thomas Muller, but apparently he's currently not getting enough first team football under Carlo Ancelotti's belt. So with him being, you know, in Bundesliga, you know, for the majority of his career, Thomas Muller, he may want to come and experience the Premier League in January, so it'd be very, very interesting. He won't come cheap if Manchester United do go for the player in January. You'll be looking at least between 80 or £100 million for the player. He has got a contract with Bayern Munich, I think, until 2021 as well. But his experience, you know, his versatility is absolutely fantastic. The player has earned 87 caps for Germany. He only, I think, netted 9 goals last season, but he provided 12 assists. Altogether, he scored 161 goals in nearly 400 appearances, so it's 161 goals in 398 appearances for the player. But he's got a fantastic pedigree. You know, he's risen up the ranks, you know, fantastically well. You know, he's been at Bayern Munich now for 9 years, since 2008. You know, risen up the ranks, he played before in the reserve team of Bayern Munich, and then risen up the ranks fantastically well. But the amount of honours he's won there, you know, he's won the FIFA Club World Cup as this player. And, you know, back in 2009-10, you know, won the double with Bayern Munich. They got to the Champions League final, but they did lose it, but they won the double. And in 2012, 2013, you know, won a historic treble with Bayern Munich as well. And, you know, he's won other honours with Bayern Munich. You know, he's won Bundesligas, he's won the Super Cup with them, he's won Champions League with them, he's won Pokal with them. He's won 17 major trophies in his career with Bayern Munich as a Thomas Muller, so he deserves credit for that. But he's very skillful, very compassive, very tenacious, very quick on the ball, his player. And I'd love him because Manchester United have been linked with him before, and his versatility is very, very good as well. He can set goals up, he can score goals himself. And just what a player he would be. You could, if he come to Manchester United, you could even play him alongside Lukaku. You could put him in the midfield. You could even put him out on the wing. So that'd be essential, because knowing that Manchester United didn't get a winner in the current transfer window, but apparently yes, Manchester United are monitoring the situation in Thomas Muller. Has it since he was very very good before Ancelotti came, but obviously he has failed to replicate that form because obviously he hasn't been an irregular starter under Carlo Ancelotti. Has Thomas Muller, wait there guys. And it said a few other teams have been interested in well. So we'll get into a bit more latest news now. We'll just talk about Jose Mourinho. Yes, apparently Manchester United are prepared to have discussions over with Mourinho about signing him an extension as early as November. It's in a couple of reports of signing Mourinho an extension because we know when he signed in 2016, Mourinho he signed a 3-year contract with the club, but the Manchester United board have confirmed if we do have a good 2017-18 season, have confirmed they don't want to see Mourinho go into the final year of his current contract. So before November, they're looking to have negotiations and to sign an extension on Jose Mourinho's contract, and this is basically being confirmed. There's going to be talks going before November time about this. But Jose Mourinho was successful, in his first season with the club, winning the Europa League, winning the League Cup, winning the Community Shield as well, if you want to count that. Wasn't such a good league form, but now Mourinho, in the last 2 transfer windows, spent around about £300 million, in total, and we've had a fantastic start to this season, so we could now get a glimpse of the Alex Ferguson days. So I'd love to see, because after his contract, in his final year, if we don't extend his contract, Jose Mourinho's, his future may be maybe a debate what's going to be happening with him. So Man United would rather sign him an extension as early as November, so that there's going to be discussions about that as well. We've obviously talked about Ashley Young as well. I'm going to update you with Ashley Young. He's a player that's been at Manchester United now for 6 years. Overall, he's got a good pedigree. He's had a good career as Ashley Young. Risen up the ranks. Watford, went to Villa. He's won quite a few PFAs with Watford. Won some with Aston Villa, and he's won basically every single domestic cup since his arrival with Manchester United. But we all thought in the transfer window that the last transfer window that Ashley Young was going to be going. I think a few teams actually were linked to get Ashley Young, but the current player's perspective himself, he's prepared to have discussions with Jose Mourinho of signing him another 1-year deal with the club, because Ashley Young has clarified that he doesn't want to leave. He wants to stay at Manchester United another year, does Ashley Young, but he has to accept the reality that Ashley Young, he's going to have to be used there as a squad player, because obviously he's not going to get the first team football, and I think Ashley Young will settle for this, if I'm going to be quite honest with you, be used as a squad player. He isn't going to be a first team player, but he could be still essential, even though we didn't currently get a winger in the current window. So there hasn't been discussion yet. They're prepared to have discussions with Mourinho and Ashley Young to sign him a new deal and give him another 12 months at Old Trafford. And Ashley Young is keen on this. As I did say, become a flop in the last couple of years. Did Ashley Young? He's a winger, but he's played at left back. He's played at right back for Manchester United, Germany's time. So, but he has become a bit of a flop, and I think he has to look at reality that he's going to be used as a squad player, and I think he will accept this as long as he gets that extension, Ashley Young, and as long as he's getting the money that he's receiving a week, which is about 120,000, is it, or something like that? I can't really remember on that situation, but this is basically what's being pointed out. Jose Mourinho has insisted if he wants regular first team football, he would be prepared to offload Ashley Young. What are that, guys? And just going to give you a bit of an update on Luke Shaw as well as the update yesterday. Luke Shaw, it's been confirmed yet the player that's think's been here since the Van Gaal. It's been confirmed yet that Mourinho, Luke Shaw, there's no discussions taking place about Luke Shaw extending his contract term. The club is a player that's got under 2 years remaining. He's got under 2 years under 2 years of his contract term left as Luke Shaw. It will become 18 months in January. Luke Shaw's contract, he'll have 18 months as his contract's left. He's currently receiving £80,000 a week with Manchester United, but he's a player that's been injured for quite a while, but now he's actually recovering. He's recovered nearly from injury because he's been playing in a couple of the reserves game as Luke Shaw, but we know he never faced these problems at Southampton, with him being injury prone. And Mourinho, the amount of criticism that I give Luke Shaw last season for his performances. So Mourinho's basically clarified he's got till Christmas to basically prove himself, or he will be considering maybe doing a swap deal, getting rid of Luke Shaw and potentially maybe bringing Danny Rose into the club in January. And this is basically what's been mentioned out about Luke Shaw. He's been injury prone, as we all know. I think he's good when he gets them run of games under his belt, Luke Shaw. But there's been no discussions about extending his contract at the moment in time. I think he's keen. He's only still young. He's still only 22 years of age. But apparently he's got till Christmas to prove himself, and if he doesn't, then Mourinho may be considering a swap deal for Danny Rose. Danny Rose. Who did say back in the August window that he wasn't satisfied with the wages he was receiving at Tottenham. He said he had one big contract left in him. I think he's got 4 years left of his contract, Danny Rose. He said he had one bigger contract left in him, and Danny said he didn't want to play football, for 15 years without one trophy or one medal. And I think he wasn't, he just basically clarified Danny Rose wasn't satisfied with the wages that he was getting. Apologies had been made. He apologised to the manager, the fans, the manager, the fans, the board, basically, the chairman. He apologised to them all, and this had actually been accepted by Pochettino, the apology, the interview that he currently gave. But I think if Man United are prepared to offer Luke Shaw as part of the deal in January, if he doesn't progress in Mourinho's mind, and we offer Luke Shaw to Tottenham, I think they may then give us Danny Rose maybe in return. But Danny Rose, we know, suffered a long-term injury. He'd been injured since January, Danny Rose. So that's what you got to take into consideration, guys. Anyway, that's everything to update today. Drop your comments, likes below on the channel. Subscribe to the channel and take it easy. I'll see you all later. Bye.